Thank you, Stella Bell, for the opportunity to participate in your SteamFest 2 contest. I've been living in Dubai for the past 20 odd years, and through that time, I've seen many people come to Dubai for the lifestyle and they forget the normal principles of managing money and looking after money. So what happens is that they immediately uh, come to Dubai, banks come to them, and then after that, banks will then, in theory, give them as much money as they want. The reason being is because banks know that they can straight away bounce or dishonor a check that they take from you, and that dishonored check becomes a criminal activity. It becomes a criminal offense. Now, so which means that you have many people getting into debt. So my first thing that I want to do is to evangelize people getting into debt and getting into debt for idiotic reasons. For example, you drive a Toyota Corolla, but you have an opportunity by getting into debt to drive a Mercedes. So what I'd like to do is first evangelize people getting into debt. That means evangelize people getting out of debt. Now, what happens when people have already got into debt? Many times you'll have a lot of people who will go to them and lecture them and teach them and counsel them about why they should have not got into debt and what to do about it. Most people themselves know really uh, why they got into debt, how they got in, and want a way out. But usually, what happens is that they haven't got any money to actually get out of it. And when they get money, what happens with them is that they then they then have people who will come to them, and there's usually a sort of quid pro quo for that. Now, that quid pro quo is that you do something for me, or you owe me, or things like that. So, what I would propose is that, and which I have now started doing, is that pay out a person's debt 100%. Do not expect anything in return. Do not expect any action or imply any action that the person is to take either on your behalf or anybody else's. Very clearly make the person understand that they don't owe you anything. Now, the only thing that they owe is to consider when they have an opportunity to exactly do the same thing to somebody else. And then on that basis, you can increase a whole society which looks to help other people without expecting anything in return, especially to help people get out of debt. Now, I've seen this happen many times. For example, there was a young man from Bangladesh. The amount of debt that he was in was such a small amount compared to what somebody in the United States or somebody living in parts of Dubai would have. But that got him into jail. Now, what happened was that I was able to pay that amount, get that young man out of jail. Now, what has happened is that he, within his community, has also begun doing exactly the same thing. Now, he started then a car repair business. That business started doing well. Did I fund that business? No. The Bangladeshi community funded that business. But the initial seed for him to get out of jail was basically through me. So, which means that debt, help people, give them the money, don't expect anything in return. If you're doing counseling or anything, don't do any sort of didactic counseling. So that's the sort of global kind of social change which would be applicable. Now, specifically applying a simple principle of not giving to expect to get anything in return. If I apply that to Steemit, it's very simple. On Steemit, I make posts based on, first of all, is that something which I like? Is it something which I believe that would add a value to somebody reading it? So it's something that I like, something that I'm interested in. Am I adding value to people who potentially would read it? Am I adding value to the Steemit community? Now, more important than the posts are the comments on Steemit. Many times I get a lot of requests. Upvote for upvote, please upvote me, do you like my post? Now, instead of just knocking the person down and saying this is idiotic or this is the wrong way to go, what I try to do is try to write to them and explain to them in a very polite way what they should do. Now, let me just backtrack a little. A lot of times people have been onboarded onto Steemit just so that they can earn money. So many times they've been sold Steemit and they've been sold damaged goods. So they've been sold Steemit as a means to make money and as a sort of get rich quick scheme. Now, so what happens is that when they come onto the platform at a rep level of 25 or 30 or what have you, the whole focus is on, I made a post, I see somebody who's posted his post on Facebook with some higher reputation than mine. So all I've got to do is request for an upvote. Now, so therefore what happens is then you get this plethora of requests for upvotes. Now, so what I do is I just write to them and explain to them how it would help them that they don't make these kind of requests and focus on actually producing proper content, which people would like, and then automatically the community would recognize that, and then after that upvote them. So then let's just summarize this. The first principle is to give, not expecting to get. That means you give to other people not expecting to get some sort of return from them. The principle is basically that what you do to others will be also done to you, but don't expect that other person whom you've done something to have an obligation to do unto you. Now, we also know that when you give, you will receive, press down, running over, so on and so forth. However, it is more blessed to give than to receive, and this comes from focusing on actually on other people rather than yourself. So focus on other people, give not expecting things in return, and on Steemit, taking actions or having an attitude to help build the community. Once again, Stellar Bell, thank you very much. You've run a fantastic contest.